Go. Go. Well, good morning, afternoon, evening. It's taco time. I'm free from the void. It feels like it's been so long. How many days has it been? You know what the worst part is? I was just getting motivated to stream for the entire week. I was hyping myself up and then that happened. First thing to clear up, this plan to return home was already planned before I even went to Japan. So it's nothing serious. It's just very, very inconvenient, unfortunate timings. I don't know if I can say that much in detail because it's a very complicated situation, especially for me. But I have to say, on the bright side, it was lucky it was just me that, had this problem. It would have been the same if anyone else was there for a short amount of time as well, I feel like. It's just very unfortunate timing and stuff. This is very unfortunate because the whole reason of me being there in person was because of something that I've been literally planning and scheduling and working towards for basically the entire year. In hindsight, I feel like when I made the first tweet, I was kind of very disappointed and frustrated with how things had to be because it very well could have been prevented if I feel like the parties involved could have done a better job. I was at a point where I might have to delay again some of the things that I've planned for the entire year, literally tied a lot of other things to. It kind of felt like my entire effort behind the scenes during the year was kind of denied on the spot out of nowhere. I'm sorry if I made you guys worry a little bit because of my tone of tweet. I am working very hard to sort everything out so that everything happens on time. I feel like I've worked out most of the wrinkles or found alternatives to the problems that have occurred due to this problem. That's the good news. The bad news is that I already have plans to go back to Japan. I've had plans to go back to Japan because this trip back home was actually a very short, around like 2 weeks or so trip that I made in advance because of family events. One of the options that was suggested to me is to cancel all my plans that I've made months in advance, booked months in advance, paid for months in advance, and stay home so that I can properly stream and do other work. I thought about it, but as I personally have done everything properly on my end, and sorry, I'm choosing my words very carefully here. The fact that I probably will not get reimbursed for any of the money I've spent to book all these plans ahead of time. I thought about it hard, but I feel like I will probably still go ahead and think of it as a quote-unquote vacation time of the year. The bad news is that for the remainder of my trip in Japan, I won't be able to talk to you guys. But I will take that time to, still think about, plans for next year and whatnot. Maybe I'll go travel somewhere in Japan because why not? I got the time now. This entire trip to Japan for the last couple of months as well, it's entirely out of my pocket, out of convenience for me to be able to get these projects I've planned for the entire year on time and properly done, which has just been kind of poofed. So when I got told out of nowhere that some unfortunate things happened with documents, it took a couple of days for me to kind of accept the fact that this is not gonna change. It's not like I can suddenly make it work on my end. It's nothing. There's nothing I could do. So, maybe I'll just take this time to refresh. I still can hang out with people and stuff. I just can't work. That is the gist of it. I can't really go into the big details because I'll be honest with you, when people start speaking law, I can't understand them, and I don't know how to explain things to you guys as well. So it's just a very difficult situation to properly convey on my end too, because I barely understand what's happening. But it's being sorted out. It's being sorted out. Okay, that's the negative thing out of the way. The positive thing is that I can stream and work while I'm home for a little bit. And as I directly will not be working, I can definitely schedule things ahead of time to be uploaded during my absence. I am hoping that I can pre-record a little bit of gameplay. I don't know how many I can do with the limited time I have. So at the very least, that way you guys won't be missing out on much. I don't think any of the world tour stuff is gonna be affected from what I know. If it's a headache, honestly, it's for the company to figure out. It's out of my hands right now. I did the best I could on my end. So one of the reasons why I didn't want to cancel my return back to Japan is that on my way back, I'm bringing Mamanis with me. I just wanted to show her how I'm living in Japan. You know, just tell her that I'm doing good. This is the kind of, place I've been staying at. I am fine on my own and stuff. And I didn't want to also cancel her vacation as well, because she's been really looking forward to this. Hope that everything works out. At first, it's really hard to take in because this is something I've been planning ever since Neverland Paradox ended. That's a really long time ago, you know? It's just that some problems in the world are just out of your hand, and no matter what you do on your end, it's like you can't really do anything about it. It takes a while to accept, but it's just what it is, right? So you just gotta know what to do with the cards you're dealt. You don't always get like the perfect hands in your card deck. You just gotta learn to make the best moves with what you got. If things are sorted out, I'll have no problem streaming and doing stuff in Japan anytime next year. Hoping things get sorted out by the end of the year, or if not, early next year is what the forecast of Magical Lawyer Talk was talking about. let's just be positive. A longish vacation sounds nice too. Maybe I'll go and travel to a nice onsen and stuff. But yeah, I also have to say big thank you to Mane-chan. Mane-chan has a name now. Kumo Mane. I guess even during my time in Japan, when I go back, if there's anything I want to say to you guys, I can just ask Kumo Mane to post for me. So I'll be honest, without her being a cushion between me and things could have gotten more heated. So thanks Kumo Mane for being there for me. Be nice to Kumo Mane when I'm not around. I technically cannot reply to you guys, but I am seeing everything you're posting is normal. It's just I can't interact with whatever it is. I'm still keeping my eyes on you, okay?